This is A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Hey y'all, welcome back to A Who All Gonna Be Their podcast. How are y'all doing? I haven't seen y'all in a while. We got those uh 37 dailies back to back, and I was like, I'm not watching those. That was 12 hours of dailies to watch. So I skimmed it like I'm sure most of us did, but it came at the absolute worst time. Like I had so much stuff going on, and it was after Easter. Everybody's with their family, holidays. It was a lot. Big brother, don't ever do that again. I have no idea why they waited to hold that off so long. But if you guys are following us, we did a very awesome episode to talk about the executive veto twist. Excuse me. I'm a little sick too, so y'all gotta bear with me as well. And that was such a good episode. So we are just gonna go right into it. It is actually, what time is it? It is 12:51 a.m. My baby just fell asleep. So if you wondering why I'm talking a little low, because I was supposed to do this at like 5 p.m. today, but life's a little bit or whatever, right? So I'm gonna try to knock this out, and hopefully she doesn't wake up. But here we go. So where we left off, Avery won HOH, right? So this is where we are, and just to get it off right on top, noms right now are Tola and Goose. So the daily pops in, and Avery and Bailey are chatting. Avery says she's pretty set in Tola and Goose noms, which we do know she does end up setting those as the noms. Todd is the possible replacement nomination, and this is a conversation that happened Friday prior to noms, but I missed y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do a quick recap of those. Goose is chatting with Avery, saying he's okay with whatever she wants to do. Hey, I'm fine. I know I messed up last week, so do whatever it is you want to do. Which y'all can write and tell me y'all's opinion. Because at first I'm kind of like, this is so dumb. You're volunteering to get on the block. But if he knew for a fact, he's just like, yeah, I'm going. At least he gets the opportunity to play for veto. So I could see where he's like, let me put myself on the block, and then A, maybe I can get my allies back, and B, at least I get a for sure chance to play for veto. I don't know. No way I would volunteer for the block ever. So whatever. So anyways, he says he still has trust in the directors, and he's okay with going up. Avery chats with Spicy and V and Spicy and Bailey, and says that she's gonna put Goose up, but Goose absolutely thinks he's the pawn. Goose says, hey, whatever you do is a plan. I'm rocking with the directors. I'll be the pawn if I have to be the pawn. If I have to go back and do that every week, that's fine. I have trust in you guys. Goose, right now, you are not the pawn. Avery and Kayla have a chat, and she tells her, like, straight up, you're not going up. We're good. Hot chocolate, whatever. And apparently whatever happened Friday night after HOH, was Friday night? No, because HOH was Thursday night, so I think it was Friday. Whenever they showed it these dailies, y'all already know I mix up the days and times like everybody else, I'm sure, because it's not as fluid. But I just thought it was funny to mention that everybody was drunk and Goose slid into Kayla's bed, and I thought he had a little chance with her, but Kayla's like, going to bed. I don't know what you owe. Like, I guess he was like flirting with her or whatever, but Avery and Spicy and Dougie had a field day talking about this. And I hate that we don't have feeds, but we know Canada isn't going to give us feeds anyways because they don't like for us to see them drunk, which is like, what? Like, that's the best time for us to see the real personalities or the fun side of their personalities of the house guests, but they don't like show it to us. But I know they had a field day because they always keep, they in this daily, they kept talking and chattering about it and having like little comments and just giggling. So I hate that we missed that side. Because of course, excuse me, we like for the game, the strategy and stuff, but it's also nice to see the house guests, have fun. Avery tells Todd the nomination plans. She doesn't say you're possibly going to be a backdoor option. So that's still up in the air. Avery keeps saying like to the girls, I absolutely do not want to put up Todd. Like we made this promise to him last week that we were gonna rock with him. So I will feel bad like going back on it. But we'll get into that and we'll get to the next daily. And apparently in her speech, which we saw, she was planning to say, Goose, it's time to go back to the pond. Yeah, cheesy, whatever. Okay, every cool. Okay, so anyways, so now we're on our dailies from today. And today, well, actually tomorrow, since it's 1 a.m., actually our dailies for to yesterday. Okay. So, like I said, Tola and Goose are noms. Tola actually wins POV. And which is funny because Tola, whatever the comp was, it was something that has to do with like balancing. And apparently he balances a lot in the house or something, or I don't know. But Tola even mentioned like later on in the day, like as soon as I saw like it was like something for balance, like I knew I like had it in the bag. And of course, Avery's being a sore loser. She was saying, "Oh, he was doing something in the comp, whatever they had to do in the comp." He's like, "He was doing something. I didn't know that was legal. Like we were able to do that. So whatever. Hey, you lose, you win, you win." So I was telling the boys in our little pod chat, I said, Tola has 9 lives. And Tola is on life. I mean 9 lives. He's on life like what, 3, 4? So he has a ways to go. I will be thoroughly surprised if Tola doesn't at least make it to jury. And if you had told me that in week 1, I would not have believed that at all. So that's funny. So Goose comes in while Spicy and Avery are chatting and asks, so did everybody just sit in a room and just agree for me to go? Like, what's the plan? Of course, what does Avery do? She's lying. Of course, that's what happened. Everybody's pretty much sat in a room or she had conversations with people and you were the target. Avery, of course, lies, the Richards are good, whatever we had was between us, which I don't even think they really had beef, but she's just talking about like the course of Goose's HOH last week and how it was just messy and she didn't like it. So she was like, everybody's gonna make their own choices. And, I don't have a vote, so that's with them. But we did not sit in a room and say, hey, Goose has to go home. Lexus tells Avery, which shout out to Lexus because honestly I was just like, Lexus is so quiet. Like, is she gonna have the backbone or is she gonna have the voice to like speak up when something's not going her way? Because she's just kind of been on the outskirts. She doesn't even get a lot of shine in these DRs and these episodes, the dailies either. Like we rarely see her, honestly. But she tells Avery, she says, it seems as though you're playing Bailey's game by she's playing Bailey's game by putting Matt up instead of Todd. Because the reasoning is what it seems like. Avery is saying like she's gonna probably most likely put up Matt in the replacement nomination because she promised Todd that she wouldn't put him up. But it's funny because Avery is going around and Matt is even actually like saying it too. Like Avery and Matt are best friends, which once again, this is why it sucks we don't have feeds because like I knew they were like cool, but y'all are best friends. Please tell me in the comments if y'all knew that because that went way over my head because since when are y'all hanging out? They might, pop in for like a little conversation or something, but that was news to me. But Lexus, I shout out to Lexus though, because she really is playing the game. I like that she's actually saying like, okay, I don't like that Matt is going up and I'm bothered by this. And she says, you are basically playing into Bailey's game. Bailey is not in hot chocolate. So why are you catering to her? Right? Because Avery did mention, she says, I don't want to break that bond. I don't want to break that that relationship or whatever you want to call it. She said, I didn't want to break that because I know Bailey told Todd, and we all had a agreement that we wouldn't like go after each other. And that's when she was just like, Byyyeee not in hot chocolate. So what's the real deal? But she did reiterate. She said, regardless, I'm still rocking with y'all. But I gotta let you know, like, I'm just not cool with this. But it was a really cool, like, respectful conversation. Ty says to Goose, if I can get you the votes to stay, will you rock with me the rest of the game? They had a conversation about the hot tub. And that was pretty much the gist of the conversation. And by the time for this conversation, hey Ben, you up late? Definitely. Byyyeee has, I don't know. I don't even know if Byyyeee has 9 lives. Byyyeee has 12. I'm giving her 12 because she has been in trouble a lot too. But they were having a conversation by the hot tub. And Todd already knew before this that Matt is the possibility, not the possibility. At this point, he knew that Matt was gonna be the replacement because Spicy told him, caught Todd in the bathroom, was like, Matt has to go, like he's nomination. Avery said, I'm not putting you up, da da da. So shout out to Todd for, your little something, knowing especially that Goose, there's a high chance that he's gonna stay next week. He's like, you know what? Let me grab me an ally, because let's be real, Todd is really only cool with, for the most part, to be very honest, is Byyyeee. So he has the other girls, but let's be real, they're just numbers. They're just using him for numbers. I actually do think that Byyyeee specifically would try to keep him safe to a certain extent. Excuse me. Do I think she's gonna pick Todd over the girls? I don't think so. But let's say if it's Anthony and Todd on the block, she's gonna save Todd over Anthony. If it came down to it. Right. So Avery has a meeting with Hot Chocolate and they talk about noms. This was to be a fly on the wall in this room. So they're having a conversation about noms, and Avery is just like, well, I don't know who we should put up. I had made that promise to Todd that I wouldn't put him up. I really don't want to put Matt up, but he's cool with all of us, so it might be an easy vote because of course he's gonna stay. Because we all agreed that Goose is gonna go home this week. And Anthony, he just looks defeated. He's looking like, I already knew this was up. The look on his face is telling me, why are you dancing around this and why are y'all playing in my face? Because I already know what the plan is. Like, for y'all, like, this is what I do. I try to, let me soften this, nomination in your heads, and you're already doing, he's not falling for it. And let me rewind real quick. So Spicy and Kayla had a conversation before the hot chocolate meeting, right? Kayla she wants Matt to for sure go up on the block, right? She and Spicy, they had a, pretty good conversation. He's like, I think Matt's gonna come for me. And if it was my choice, I want him to go this week. Da 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 da. She was like gung-ho for it. Turn around. Now they're in a hot chocolate meeting. And Kayla is basically, Anthony's like, I don't think Matt's gonna, he's like, I'm pretty 100. I can honestly say I'm probably 100% sure Matt's not gonna put you up. And Lexus even backs it up. He's like, no, Matt hasn't brought up your name to be put up, when we've had conversations. And Kayla basically says, okay, as long as you stay in his ear, like, it's cool, it's whatever. This sends Spicy into a tailwind, but we'll get into that. Let me see. Oh, well, we can get right into it because I do have that next on my notes. So after this conversation goes, of course, it seems as though at this point, Matt is going to be the backdoor option. I won't even say backdoor because I don't think he played veto, but the replacement option. So basically, they're in a pool room, and it's Spicy, Avery, and Byyyeee. And Spicy is telling Avery, well, okay, Spicy and Avery were having a conversation first, and then Byyyeee comes in. But she was saying, Kayla is getting on my nerves. Kayla is a weak player because why was she saying all this stuff about Matt should be the one to go up, and then we get in the room and then she's flipping her story and basically saying, okay, well, that's cool, as long as you get in his ear, like, I can rock with it, like, that's fine. Spicy's just basically mad that she wants Matt on the block, and she knew Kayla was a very strong force in wanting that as well, and it seems like she backed up. That's really what the gist is. And it was a little tiff. And then Kayla actually comes into the pool room while Spicy's like upset. And Spicy straight up was all like, "Hey, yo, Kayla, you've been flip flopping. I don't like that." And I don't even think I would call it flip flopping. Y'all can tell me what y'all think it is, because she still, even when they were in the hot chocolate meeting, she did say, "Hey, I want Matt to go. I think he's gonna put me up. I don't feel safe next week." But Anthony and Alexis basically like they doubled down, they reassured her, like, "Hey, we're gonna try to talk to him, da 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 da, da," whatever, right? So like what is she supposed to do? She's not HOH. Honestly, in my opinion, y'all can tell me if it's wrong, but I think, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up seeing all of this on the episode. If y'all haven't seen it on the timeline, there's a few clips plus around, but I'm sure we're gonna see the aftermath of that, or I really want to see the DRs to hear like what this what happened after this conversation. But she tells her like to her face, "I'm upset that you flip flopped and all this other stuff." Da, 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 da. And Kayla's like, "What the hell am I supposed to do? I'm not the HOH. I don't know what you want me to do. I can't make the nominations," which I'm with her. Like she can't do anything else. You know what I'm saying? And she did actually say she wanted Matt to go. Benjamin says Spicy just wants to blame Kayla when Matt goes to Anthony and she's mad that Kayla did. Yep, react the way she wanted to. 100%. That's exactly what it is. Spicy wants specific reactions out of people, and if they don't give it to her, she's upset. And Spicy she does it very well. But I guess it didn't work this time. She has conversations with people prior to the big group conversations, so she can then later twist it to her like, "Well, Kayla did say she was coming after Matt." You know what I'm saying? And it could be a conversation where she kind of like forced that out of, not forced, but she kind of like led the conversation to come out to that. And I think in this situation, she couldn't do that with Kayla. I think Kayla has a mind of her own. And so you can start to see the division. So jury, the double eviction episode, I think, it's gonna be a mess, and I'm here for it. But we're almost done. Bailey is saying before Kayla gets in, she said, "I don't trust the way Kayla's gonna vote. She's upset." Which is like, I just want to know, how does Bailey get to be the one to say, "I don't trust your vote"? What is going on here? This is literally like, and it's so funny how Spicy gets these girls riled up, because I feel like what Kayla said was very valid, and Spicy had no reason to be upset with her. I don't see it. There was no reason for her to be upset with Kayla. Kayla said exactly how she felt to Spicy, and she said exactly how she felt in the hot chocolate meeting or whatever. She can only say it so much, and just be like, okay, she has to fold. There's what, 5 people in hot chocolate? What am I gonna do? It's just me, and I'm not the HOH, so I can't really make those choices. Let me see. Oh, I did note this. It's so funny to me that why has Bailey not realized? Okay, so they did have the conversation. Spicy did bring up that Kayla had said about Matt, and how Anthony was like, "I can get in his ear, and if he wins HOH next week, I can tell him not to put you up." So they basically confirmed that Spicy, Dougie, Avery, and Kayla, that they've all been in a room discussing nominations. You literally have those 4 people in a room discussing nominations. Me, and y'all can tell this is just me. I mean, of course, I'm watching the TV, but tell me why it doesn't click in your head to be like, why are they having a conversation about nominations and I'm not in the room? Bailey, these people are not really working with you. And I'm not like, what's going on? I would be like, why am I not there? I'm supposed to be working with the girls. Why is Dougie in on this conversation amongst everybody else? Because you're not in that alliance, Bailey, but whatever. Let me see. Matt and Dougie end up chatting, and they're okay. Matt at this point, after this conversation, I get into with Matt and Dougie, which wasn't much, but Matt is now the replacement nomination. And what I thought was really funny is that, like in the start of the first daily, Matt is hugging Avery for a mad long time. Like he's hugging her for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. And like they're having this conversation. He's just like, hey, you're my best friend. And whatever you do, I respect you. And if I win HOH next week, the generic. If I win next week, you're good. You're not a nomination. You're not a replacement. Now you're nowhere near my radar. We cool. We got each other's back. Da 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 da. So basically, a nice little what word do I want to use? It's gonna be a nice little scene for TV. When he goes on the block. So after this conversation, once Matt gets on the block, we do see the aftermath of him actually being on the block. And y'all already know what happened. Avery is crying. Why are you crying? Why? You did it. I don't even know why you're upset. Like, it is the craziest thing in the world. Hi, Eric.
Hey, Trees.
Hey.
Hey, Stream.
Listen, we got the late night crew here.
Pause real quick.
Pause real quick. Why? I tried to like set this recording to like drop at like 6 a.m., but it's like live now, and I was just like, well, I don't know what I'm doing.
Why you just didn't ask me?
I don't know, because I'll just be doing stuff. But Benjamin, what Benjamin say? Benjamin said, I haven't been a fan of Avery's game, but I'm proud of her for standing her ground. Listen, I'm annoyed by Avery. I am 100% annoyed. And tell me, Benjamin, what part are you talking about her standing her ground on? Because to me, Avery been weak the whole week. So please,
because she was supposed to put up Becky, right?
Who is Becky?
I said Dougie. Ain't nobody saying nothing about no Becky.
Oh, you said Becky. So her initial plans was to put up Tola and Goose, right? And then, you talking about with Todd? You talking about keeping by nominating Matt? Oh, you know what she did? She really was very gung-ho on I am not putting up Todd, and she did stick to that. I will give her props for that. You're right. But in that same sense, she was gung-ho on not putting up Matt at all. Now, the girls did want her to put up Matt initially for like the
veto.
The first noms, the
initial
actual nominations. Yeah. The initial nom, that's the word I'm looking for. So I was just like, why are you gonna put up Matt? And I don't even know if you've seen it, Eric, Avery and Matt are best friends.
They was doing all that hugging, so why he get put on the block?
But did you know that they was best friends before you saw that hug? Because I didn't.
No.
Where did this come from? I have no idea.
He was.
I never want to see Avery win HOH again because her HOH was an overall. 100%. Avery has went to the school of Spicy V, and you can tell like she's trying to like do what Spicy V does. She is. She's
gonna end up going home like Spicy did first.
Honestly, she can go home next week. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm done with Avery. But yes, I will say at least I feel like she could have did both. She was gung ho on not putting Todd up, and then she was gung ho on not putting Matt up.
What's the reason for not putting up Todd though? Why are we saving Todd?
Because they made a promise to him at the executive veto. They had a conversation and basically saying that going into next week that they wouldn't target him. And I'm like, well, if y'all gonna keep him anyways, yeah, the baby talks are annoying. If you're not gonna keep him anyways, then if you're gonna keep him, he can get his ass on the block.
He can be a pawn.
To be very honest, out of all the people in the house, Todd seemed the most like, sure, I'll go on the block.
Right.
Goose is the same way. Goose hit that block like no other. But Todd honestly has like not a lot of reaction. He's just like, okay.
Matthew potentially going home before Goose is ridiculous to me in my head.
That's crazy, right? Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's the money. They want to keep Todd because they want him to take out Dougie, right? Because Matt's not gonna take out Dougie. Because
but did Todd
Dougie are
Correct me if
besties.
I'm wrong, because y'all watch more than I do. Did Todd not say like his targets are like Lexus, Avery, and Kayla?
Did.
So where's Dougie in this equation?
Now, granted, things change every week in this house.
Right.
But he did say that on the dailies. Like, so, and let's be real. Before this, let me get into this because then I'm wrap it up and then we can kind of like chit chat. So Matt was talking to Dougie and he basically was saying like Kayla is annoying him. So basically, Matt hitting the block is what really, I'm gonna be very real. I don't think he would have necessarily put up Kayla. There's a possibility, I will say. But now it's a for sure. If Matt happens to stay, which I do think Matt's going home Wednesday, but if he does stay, I do think Kayla's on the block now because all this drama that's in the house. Anthony is annoyed with Kayla. Anthony is getting annoyed with Kayla because Kayla is speaking her mind. She's kind of like, I don't like this, da da da. And Kayla is a little bit, how do I put this? It's more work to work with her because Avery would be like, yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And yes. Kayla like, I don't know. We need to work.
Would you like your eggs scrambled over easy? And Kayla like,
gonna be like, I don't want
eggs
at all.
Get your own eggs? Why don't you gonna get your own eggs? And while you there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it seems like, and as it's so funny how Caleb's game has progressed because Caleb was kind of like, cool in the beginning, but now she's like, now wait a minute, I don't like the way that sounds. So I am all for it because I'm gonna be very honest. The game that Kayla is playing is something similar that I feel like I would be playing if I was playing Big Brother. Because I would be cool. I'd be rocking with the flow. I'm in the big alliances. I'm good. But hold on, it's getting close to the end. I don't like that. I don't like that plan. Yeah. Because today I said, Kayla, where you come from? Kayla, when I'm doubling back, but when Kayla was in the pool room today, and Spicy was all upset. And she was getting ready to walk out. Kay, why are you walking out? She said, well, Spicy walked out the room. I ain't say nothing. So why can't I walk out the room? I was like, Kayla had a little too today. And I said, okay, Kayla.
But see, that's
I'm not mad at it.
Folks be thinking they can say anything to you or that you got to tell them your every move. It's like, no, I'm not going to be.
Exactly.
I'm my own person. Exactly. We can be in alliance, but I don't owe you anything in terms of what I'm doing.
Yep. This is not a team game. Yes, we are working as a team here, but you have to remember you have to do what's best for you. Right. And this is another notch. I should give Avery points. Like I should have started her at 10 because right now she would be at like 1. Because it also bothered me, like in this conversation, Bailey's trying to diffuse the situation, which Bailey the last person to diffuse any conversations. Because Bailey go from 1 to 47. It's so entertaining. I do love Bailey. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But girl, not you trying to diffuse Kayla. I know Kayla was like, girl, I know you ain't trying to tell me.
You're the last one.
But I absolutely hated Kayla in this conversation because not Kayla, Avery. Because Avery was like, hey guys, I'm gonna leave. I just need to be alone right now. What, girl? This is not about you right now. And she just like, it was so like theatric. Like, guys, hey,
she got this Spicy V spirit.
I want to pick sides. I'm gonna let you guys have the Spicy V is the only person that can pull off Spicy V, okay? And let's be real, Spicy V's game in Big Brother is just her throwing gasoline. And it's just now if she happens to win the game, cool. But it's just like when in Spicy V's game, it's like, when is this going to erupt and blow up and she going to be at the house? Because I don't know, but But honestly, at this point, like who's going to put Spicy up? But we'll get to that. But anyways, Matt and Dougie did have a conversation. He's upset with Kayla and he does say, you know what? Now that he's on the block, he's like, this changes things. And I was like, see, Matt was going to be chilling. Your boy Matt was gonna be chilling.
Okay, but why they not checking it for Spicy and Avery and like why is it all on Kayla?
Exactly, because Kayla is being loud. Kayla is expressing her concern. Kayla is not sitting in the corner quiet. Okay, you know they like
Kayla ain't
somebody
the one that put your
quiet.
dumb self on the
Yeah,
block. Stupid.
and exactly. And why y'all let Bailey do it though? But Kayla can't. Y'all let Bailey go up and Dougie go back and forth with her all day, but be like, yeah, we're gonna have Bailey's back. Wait a minute, huh?
We gonna
Now,
talk
do I
about the
think
massage. Okay, massage Bernard.
yes, do I think Dougie's gonna per se go after Kayla? No. But if somebody else puts Kayla on the block, I do see Dougie being okay, y'all. We got to get rid of Kayla. She's a liability.
She done
I do see that
won.
conversation happening.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely see that conversation happening. But basically, Matt says, okay, 2 girls have to go up next week because I mean, at this point, as of right now, unless something change, Matt is for sure going home this week.
Right.
Because all the girls are gonna vote him out. So Spicy, Kayla, um,
Bailey.
Bailey. Oh no, you only need 4 votes, right?
Yeah, you need 4. So it may be a
4.
tie.
Okay.
Right. Well, hold on. Cause
Let me look. Okay,
Goose and
1,
Matt on
2,
block.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's 9 people. So 4 wins it. Tie was last week.
Okay, so yeah, cause it's 9 folks. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just counted and still over here counting again.
Yeah,
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
look at Benjamin. Benjamin always looking out for 7.
7
Okay, so
votes,
no
no
tie.
tie.
So you only
Okay.
need 4. So the 4 would be Kayla, Bailey, Avery, and I put that in my notes. Todd. Todd was a good pickup because now they have him as a number. This is exactly why I said as soon we had this conversation, y'all, on the pod. When we did our weekly recap. I said if I'm not anybody in the house, as soon as Todd broke away from Donna, Anthony should have picked him up because that's
Mm-hmm.
another number.
I
Just like
thought
he
they
picked
had
up
a
Tola.
relationship at the beginning. That's crazy.
After you picked up Tola, I would have said, Ty, you can come over too. You can come over too.
Mm-hmm.
You know they were trying to get you to go home. Because this week, Anthony 100% wants to keep Matt. If Anthony and Todd and Anthony had a conversation trying to smooth things over, but Anthony's ego got in the way of that conversation. Now, do I think Ty is gonna work with Anthony going for him? Maybe. I feel like Ty will go where the wind blows, honestly. Which I ain't mad at.
Because
Todd right now has no loyalties to
Because
anybody,
it could
honestly.
change by Wednesday,
A
and the
lot can
girls could be
change.
blowed up. Because he could
If
pull
they
that,
pull the boys together,
pull the boys together. That's what I'm saying.
and it's easy because Todd for sure. It would be Dougie, Tola.
Tola.
Tola and Matt already had the conversation. Like we're about to be like uneven. Like we got to get the guys together. Goose, all they have to say is, "Hey, you know, I was in those rooms about you going
Well,
home,
Goose
right?"
will be gone. So,
No. Matt will be gone. Goose
oh,
will
you
be
talking
here
about
next week.
after Matt goes?
Yes.
I was talking about even before.
Now, oh, I don't know, man. See,
Because
this is
what's
why
stopping them
everything
from having this
changes.
conversation? They be like, we need a strong man going forward. Goose ain't gonna be it. We need Matt going forward.
Todd is the key. They're not gonna pull. I don't think they're gonna change those women. Todd is the one.
That's what I'm saying.
But Spicy, But Spicy does like to change. Spicy like drama. Spicy might. Let me see. Todd is for sure evicted Matt. He wants to team up with Goose. Spicy is swing, but see, I was just thinking. I was like, but what about Spicy? Because Spicy could get swung.
You think Spicy's a swing vote? Interesting, then.
You right, because Matt did have that conversation with. I mean, not Matt. Goose did have that conversation with Todd. Was like, if I get these votes to keep you this week, like you got to have me to the end of the game. You're right. I forgot about that. What was you saying, Eric?
But no, I'm saying that is crazy. That Spicy could be the one because, yeah, like you said, she's so hot and cold. You never know what she's gonna do.
Because she'll literally be sitting and having
And then she'll look
conversations
like this
with
after she
Dougie.
voted him out. She'll be like,
Like, oh my God.
Who flipped? Who flipped?
Dang, this week just got a little bit of interest in that, and I'm sitting there thinking about it. Let's see.
Blame Kayla for getting Matt evicted, but
Spicy doesn't want to sit. She wants to blame Kayla for getting Matt evicted, but she is the swing position.
Which would still be crazy because how are we blaming Kayla and she's not the one who nominated him?
So,
That's gonna be interesting though. I can see that too, being you on the money ladder.
Sir, your time is up. I need for ultimate chaos, I need Matt to stay.
I
And
want
you
Matt
want to
to stay,
know?
and then I want Kayla to win the veto. I want her to get nominated and win the veto so she can be safe. Or at least they try to backdoor her and her win a veto or something.
Yes. We need Matt to win HOH.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla win the veto.
Yep.
And then Avery probably going home.
Because he's
Because I
probably going to
think
nominate
Matt,
Bailey and Kayla. That'll probably be his nominations.
I was going to say, he probably going to do Bailey and Kayla. And Spicy not touching the block. Ooh, but Lexus. Ooh.
He's not going to put up Lexus.
He's not going to put up Lexus.
It's going to be Avery.
Avery. But I'm just saying, because he literally said, he's like, there's no way I'm putting Spicy up. But you going to put Lexus up over Spicy? Now that would be a conundrum.
It's going to be a whole Zakia and Polly situation. Like, girl, did you just...
Oh my God. The only reason I don't want Matt to stay is because I don't want another tie situation where Matt wins every veto from here on out. But what can he win? He ain't won nothing. But what can he win? You know what? They probably gonna start doing all these like endurance comps
Physical
or like
comps.
strength comps now that they're getting toward you, right? But I just for chaos, I kind of want to see it. But it needs to work out in that exact
for draft purposes. I
don't want Kayla to go though.
But if it means Kayla not being in as much danger, because I know he's coming for her, then I need Matt to go. I'll sacrifice him from on my draft for Kayla for sure. Because he ain't gave us nothing to go off of all season long.
This is gonna be an interesting week. I really don't know. Spicy said she's for sure throwing HOH next week, but we all know, like, when it get down to it, Spicy would be Spicy and Dougie are in the absolute worst situation. They can't throw it. But next week, this next HOH is for sure the line drawer. Yeah. It is the line drawer.
It's gonna decide which side gets the first shot.
Right. If Matt stays and wins HOH, he would likely nom Bailey and Kayla. Yeah.
Yep, that's what
if Goose stays and wins, he would knock that Lexus and Tola.
Really?
I see Lexus, but you think he would put up Tola? Did he say that?
Well, Tola did ruin his nomination, so
interesting.
Well, not Tola. Well, Tola didn't do that. Ty did that. Never mind. But they friends, so I don't know.
What would be interesting though? I think because Lexus and Tola will evict Goose. That's true. I think Anthony will get in Goose's ear about the girls. He's like, you got to put 2 girls up. Yeah. I can see that happening. Let me see. Because how many is it?
It's 6 girls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls.
Oh, 5.
Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 girls, yeah.
Okay,
4 boys.
So we even. Okay. Ooh. 1, 2,
it was about
3,
to be
4,
down.
5. It was about to be. So it's about to be 5-4.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel it. I bet Bailey gonna win HOH this week.
The girls better keep their streak going.
Anthony, that's it. I think so. I think Hot Chocolate's gonna get exposed. Hot Chocolate's not making it to the end. I'd be very surprised if they do.
Anthony's place to expose Hot Chocolate. I mean, that's his safety net, though.
But you can tell literally just today when they were having a conversation about who to put up, and Anthony was sitting like this. The whole time they having the conversation, he just like, and I know he thinking like, when should I throw the bomb on this? And you can tell in that moment I feel like in that moment he's like, why I work with these girls? I should have worked with men. I know for a fact.
He doesn't know how to work with women. That's his thing.
I said it out loud because I was like, damn, Anthony should have worked with just the boy. Nah, for he does not know how to work with a room full of women. He does not.
For somebody that's a ladies' man, typically, like that's his thing. He does not work well with them
because he can't necessarily flirt his way through it. You know what I'm saying? And they're assuming that women are running. Yeah, he is, because the women are going back and forth. The women are arguing. The women are hitting the fan. But at the end of the day, the women are chilling. They are. They talk a lot of mess about each other back to back. But right now, the women are they playing Big Brother.
Anthony, he still is playing like with the fellas, but like they ain't winning nothing. So
yeah,
that's the thing.
And Anthony been throwing comps, so Anthony might have to win.
Yeah.
He might have to win. But it's gonna come down to, I think it depends on who. So if it's like a knockout comp or depending on what it is, it's gonna depend like who's there.
Yeah.
Because the only person I see Anthony staying in the game with is Todd. Todd is the only one he thinks right now is gonna like for sure put him up.
He don't think Byyyeee. He'd be crazy to think Byyyeee wouldn't put him up.
I think Byyyeee would be next in line to put him up. Byyyeee might be the one to take the shot.
I think so.
What if Ty went HOH? He just like, man, you all stars came in here.
And I can see him doing that too.
So I'm just gonna put you guys up and let you battle it out. So us newbies can play this game. Oh, now Ty would eat that up. He would. Oh, he's not gonna do it though. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But in that situation, if neither of them win VO, Dougie's going home.
Yeah, I 100% think the next HOH comp is gonna be physical for sure. I agree with that.
And the thing too is Victoria, they gotta realize
Victoria
she's not one to be played with.
Victoria is playing these comps. Yeah.
She can win. I don't think she's ever even played in a veto comp. Like the season when she went home in 9, she was backdoored. So
yeah, she was.
She didn't get to play in the veto. And we know she can perform HOHs. So
we'll nominate Dougie and Todd. Todd will use Lexus as a replacement, baby. Okay. So Benjamin says if Todd and Byyyeee win HOH, they will nominate Dougie and Tola. Todd will use Lexus as a replacement and Byyyeee will renom Goose.
I'm not mad at it.
That's interesting.
Whatever keeps Kayla safe is all I care about at this point. Because I really feel like she has a good shot to win this game.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. With Matt gone, I want Kayla and Lexus to team up.
Yes. And just run that thing back to back to just start tearing them up.
Yep. Ooh, that would be good.
Trade off HOHs and vetoes.
Listen, I ain't mad at it. Yeah. So I guess that pretty much wraps up. We just been talking this long.
Girl, you been on here 42 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah. I did the little recap because I didn't remember. I sent y'all voice memo. I didn't do Friday because it wasn't a lot. I think I would have been talking 5 minutes. So I was like, I'm just gonna wrap that into Mondays. And then today, the eclipse popped off. My man was out work. Yes, it do. And then I had to take a nap. And then after I took a nap, I had to get Ryan ready for bed. And the next thing I know, it's like 9:00. And then Cece, she want to watch little cartoons. And then I had to make her something to eat. And then she finally went to sleep at freaking 12:30. And I was like, let me go ahead and get this recap in. I need to mop. I'm about to mop my floors after this because I'll have peace because she would be in the way if I mop. Yeah. So I've been slacking on these dailies because I haven't been able to find the time.
Yeah,
so I'm glad I was able to find some time today. But once again, big brother, I say do not ever give us 6 dailies, 7 dailies, however many it was, because
3 dailies, that's 2 hours a piece, or no, 4 hours a piece. 4 hour, 3 hours.
Yeah, they gave us 4. They gave us 4.
And 4 3-hour ones.
Yeah, about 3 hours. No,
it's just stupid.
I don't even think I watched one full one. And then it's funny because by the time you're watching it, it's like we already know this content because we all know these episodes are basically repurposing the digital dailies, and it's like, oh, we'll put a minute of this conversation in the dailies, and then we'll put the last 30 seconds in the episode. So I really only watched half of the last.
Because what's stopping y'all from just turning on uploading these dailies as feeds and just letting them recurve throughout the day, and so people can just turn them on and listen to it.
Or even if I would even if y'all would just turn it on for a certain amount of hours, then y'all don't have to worry about the editing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's just turn the feeds on from noon to 5.
True, so, Benjamin. Yeah, they do. They hide the post time.
Yep. They want those views.
But we be finding out anyway.
We be knowing anyways. But yeah, that about wraps up. Thanks for joining us, Benjamin, and whoever else is here. Thank y'all for this late night, 1:35 a.m. wherever y'all are in y'all's time frame. This is a special eclipse episode.
Okay, because you got me
You
out
know
here.
what's funny? You know what's funny? I ain't even do my upload for the picture. I didn't do my description because I was like, I can do that later. I didn't think nobody was gonna be here. Eric is just like, oh my God. The editor in him is like, how could you, Tree? Because I didn't think nobody was gonna be here at midnight. But I forgot y'all are Big Brother late night owls like us. On the cool, this might be about the time I do my updates. If CC ends up going to sleep, then I'll be like, yeah, let me slide on here at like midnight. But typically, my daily updates be like 15, 20 minutes, but Eric had me talking to her.
Don't be blaming me because I barely said anything.
We're gonna blame it on Ben. Ben had me talking. But thank y'all for joining us once again. Of course, if the daily is interesting tomorrow, which I do think the daily might be a little interesting tomorrow, unless something, they're gonna be boring, not show us any tea. But we should have a lot of campaigning and conversations happening. So hopefully we get a good daily. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.